and welcome back. This is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play on the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness, Episode 3. I'm joined, as always, by my now leveled party of, if they let me look, Gabe, Tycho, Jim, and Moira. When we last left off, I beat the game. I'm still not entirely sure if I'm happy about that right now, though. I have gone ahead and loaded an older save, the one that I said I would, and I've done some level grinding on some of my off classes, and now everything is up to level 40. I've gone ahead and purchased some equipment, so those have changed as well. I do have 2 self-help books on Tycho and Jim. I feel like the defense and speed is going to help them quite a bit. I couldn't quite do it for Moira. I still feel like I want to focus things on her as much as possible, and the bullseye is helping with that, although the self-help book would be quite nice as well. I have changed classes on Gabe, and just Gabe as it turns out, because I took another look at the hobo class, and it actually works out really well now that I have used it. Hoboism is actually quite powerful. It's almost as powerful as the poison, so I can inflict that really early, and it is quite helpful. The tussle, not all that great. Then we have the rat storm, which inflicts hoboism to everybody. Hoboification doesn't cost any MP. I love that too. Bum fight, useful in certain situations. It's a medium attack, and it does extra damage if you already inflicted hobo. So hoboification and bum fight is a great combo because it's 0 and then you have 2. Works out quite well. You also have trash can fire, which works out kind of well because Gabe kind of has fire as his element, if that makes sense. He has a lot of fire abilities kind of naturally. Then we have Train Hop, a massive attack for only 4 MP. Then we have Hobocalypse, a massive attack and may insta-kill. I haven't gotten that to work yet though, but that costs 5 MP. And then it does boost his strength as well, just naturally, plus 100 more strength. Then we have Hoboimmunity. He's immune to hoboism, not that that comes up ever. Then we have Clown Makeup. It interrupts when you use a normal attack. It does not apply to your skills, if that makes sense. Just the normal attack. So that's the only change that I made over, what turned out to be a really good setup, I feel. Even the Cordwainer, I couldn't really find a replacement for that, and I'll show that. All the other stuff later. I do want to show off all the other classes at some point. Also, I purchased items off screen. I purchased as much as they would let me. I actually got all of the items that we saw before, and that unlocked a new item for me, which is the Annihilator here. The Annihilator deals 1500 HP to all enemies in damage. That is level 2, I believe. Started off with like 1,000. It was quite expensive, so I'm now out of money. I wasn't able to get it all the way up, but it does help. Definitely. That is an insane item. I wish I had it a lot earlier, but I wouldn't have been able to afford it. As you can see, I still need to upgrade it at least one more time. $60,000 is not cheap. I'll try to do that. That's pretty much what I've done off screen. So let's head back to the Coliseum, where I did my level grinding, and we can see what we can do. I do want to take out all 8 of these guys, and I should be able to handle it quite easily. I will say that I have beaten this guy off screen. As a result, there's another thing up there, but we'll deal with that when we get there. First, the ridiculously easy enemies. Is there anything I can necessarily show off here? Not really. All right, let's go for the the Soul Feast and win. These guys are pretty easy. I do want to show these guys kind of on screen because I want to show that you kind of have to beat them all, and it should go very quickly anyway. Medium attack all, and then we can show off the Annihilator if they live. Oh, the Annihilator did the trick. Item use is pretty quick in this. All right, so that's the Annihilator. It does exactly what you thought it would. These guys will survive that, but not for long, so they won't survive the combo. Annihilator and the Soul Feast, and we can call it a day. It happens that quick. This one, I think we're gonna have to try a little bit. Yeah, we actually have to use tactics a little bit here. Let's start with the trust fund. That is always good. Hexoskeleton to start, and you know what? Let's use buff on Moira. When there's like 3 enemies like this, it's kind of hard for me to really kill them quickly. Remember when that used to like instant kill me? Yeah, not so much anymore. Not so much. Yeah, we'll go for the Leer, and with you, let's increase your speed. That sounds like a plan. Ooh. Let's go for the Hoboism All. You know what? I don't really need to do that this time. We'll do that later. We'll go for a Soul Feast. Now that I have the regen, the Soul Feast is going to be very powerful because I can heal myself every time I get a turn. That's how that one works out. And then we'll go for the Bottled Rage, which will probably finish the job. It might. Let's go for the Claustrophobia in case it doesn't. And we'll hit everybody just in case. Claustrophobia, that did the trick. That went first. We have seen that one before. All right, we have also beaten this guy before. The Zombie Brutes and the Zombie Legionnaires. These guys, I feel, are roughly on par with what we saw in the last fight. I don't feel like there's a marked increase here. We'll go for the same stuff. Same thing that I did before. The buffs, I feel, are a useful first turn for Jim so that I can basically do something useful with 0 MP. That's pretty much the idea there. And she's already back up to full health, so I don't know. Let's go for the Leer so I can set up the Claustrophobia again. Increase your speed. Soul Feast, please. And the Bottled Rage to finish the job. Ooh, they resist. I don't like when enemies resist like that. It's not nice for me. Claustrophobia, probably gonna finish the job. In case it doesn't, we'll do a full auto. Bottled Rage is coming as well. You have to keep that in mind. Claustrophobia does the trick. All right, on to enemies we have tried to defeat but have not. Mega Zombies. These guys, we have to try a little harder. He must spend a lot of time at the zombie gym. I'm sure he does. Start with the Trust Fund. And we'll start with the Hexoskeleton and the buffs. I feel like that's a great starting combo now. I have learned a little bit. Wow. Why are you guys picking on Tycho? What did he do? Go for the Leer. We can actually just go for the Confucian Ideal here. And you can go for the Rat Storm. Let's actually inflict that hoboism that I've been talking about. I've been talking up for quite a bit. Bottled Rage. For whatever reason, that is exclusive, mutually exclusive, I should say, to the Call Skeleton. I watched and I never had both of them up. I thought I did. It was my mistake. I thought I had both up at the same time, but no, it does not work that way. Bottled Rage is so strong. So strong. Oh. So's the hoboism. Let's see, what can I do here? How much? You guys still got quite a bit. Let's start with the Dynamo then, I guess. We'll start getting that combo going. And what can Jim do at this point? Jim's the one where I don't really have a big thing for him. There's nothing all that great. We could go for Icor, I guess. Let's go on one of the harder ones up here because I feel like the Claustrophobia will take out one of the other ones. All right, we lived through that, and one of them has died. And I hit the wrong one, I think. How much? That's still quite a bit. Still quite a bit there. Let's just go for the dispenser. Just make sure everybody lives through this. And another decompressor will probably do the trick if the Bottled Rage doesn't hit. And we'll go for a Soul Feast just in case. No! I thought I went for the Claustrophobia. I was wrong. Either way, we win. Doesn't matter all that much. All right, time to take on the new enemy. Let's pretend she's not up there for the time being. First, we have a zombie monstrosity. Only 2 arms, huh? Lol. Never say that. Never say lol out loud. No, you just laugh. That's how people know you're laughing. Why would you say it out loud? Let's go for the buffs still. Because I want to get Moira's stats up, mostly her defense. That's what I'm mostly concerned about. Oh, then it does almost nothing to her. Leer some more. Get your speed up. And you inflict hoboism. Does have a lot of HP, but we can take it down. This one's not too difficult for me these days. Let's get the bottled rage out. I feel like that's stronger than the skeleton. Just even when it's just one enemy, I feel like the bottled rage is stronger. Let's get the garden out because we're probably going to be here a while. Let's get the elbow grease out. Since he hasn't done a lot of damage to us, we have the opportunity to go for that. Now, I could go for the bum fight. It is a medium attack, but I want to save up for the big ones, you know? I like it just feels so much better to go for the big ones. What do I do with you? What do I do with you? Oh, right, Ichor. That thing is awesome. I need to remember that exists. Let's go for the Thorn Whip as well. And now you can start to see kind of my strategy. The Thorn Whip adds bleed, the hoboism, I could add boils. It works out quite well in the long run, I feel. Let's get you going with something. I don't know. Nothing really stands out at this point. Heals and revives all. We could go for that a little bit more, but you know, just boost your own magic for when you heal. I don't care how much damage Thorn Whip does. I just wanted it to add the bleed on to you. And now there's not much you can do. Let's pinch it. Pinching is always nice. We'll keep on going for the Dynamo. We'll try to aim for 5 MP, the one that can inflict instant death, because I've never actually gotten that to work. So I want that to work. We'll go for the plus magic as well. That could help. Let's get a Terra Stigma going on him. I can only do so many magic ups. I can only do so many. They do say it stacks. I want that to stack. The Terra Stigma, at least. I guess heal Jim? Of all people? I don't know. I don't know. This 756, that was necessary. All right, time to try the Hobocalypse. It'll probably kill him no matter what, to be honest with you. I guess we'll go for the heavy dark magic. Doesn't matter, Hoboism did it. The Hobocalypse wins. Did over 11,000. 6,000 XP coming my way. Now it's time to take on the guy that I fought the most while trying to level grind. The Hermitoth. We saw one in an ice cream stand once. It was chilling. So says Tycho Erasmus Brahe. Let's go for the Sucker Punch to start, the Regen, the Hexoskeleton, and the buffs. Now this guy gets difficult later. You'll know when it happens. You'll know when it happens. We're definitely going to want to do what we can early to prevent bad things from happening to me. The speed, please. And get Hoboism on him. Get the Bottled Rage going. Get the Garden of Inspiring Breezes. There it is. Speed and defense up. That is where things start to get a little difficult for me, but I have the elbow grease available. I don't always. Sometimes I have to heal by that point. That's not when good things happen. Now I should be able to do the Dynamo here. You might be thinking, why don't you go for the Break Fist, but I have Ichor for that now, and it's cheaper anyway. Get the Thorn Whip as well. And we can eventually go for the Boils as well. But you guys forgot about that one too. Is there anything? Yeah, we'll just increase your magic, I guess. And now you can see we're starting to do a lot of damage to him at a single time. I think it was at, what was it, like 1,500? Something like that? It was starting to do nice things for me. Up to 5. Let's just keep going for the Dynamo. I'm going to go for the 9 MP Ultra Massive Attack. I feel like it is better for me in the long run. No. There we go. Pinch, 5,000 damage. All right, time to get the boils out. I don't think we're going to get it to finish, but we'll see what we can do. Heal 2. Bottled Rage, still so strong. He's still so fast, though. Still so damn fast. A pinch. Heal. And a dynamo so that we can get the 9, damn it. We can get the 9. Thanks to the breezes, mostly. There's not much for Jim to do at this point. Like Terra Stigma once, hoping to buff the magic that we got pumping around all the damn time. Let's go for the Imitation Crab, actually. Probably should have gotten that one a little bit earlier. And let's go for the Dispenser. There's no way he's killing anybody. And now we're almost back up to full. I think Moira has still a little bit more MP or HP than that. All right, one more, and then we're going to get the Ultra Massive Attack and hope for the best with it. I don't need to heal with him. Let's go for the Dark Surge. And you can just heal Moira. That is probably still going to be a thing that I need to do. Dark Surge, he resists it still. He still resists it. Notice how he doesn't resist the Bottled Rage, which is also a dark element. And this is why I'm confused when I play this game. One of many reasons. All right, the Ultra Massive Attack is coming. We will win should that land. Pulverize. I guess try to revive her too. Sure. Everybody can be alive to witness Gabe winning. And for the record, the boils probably aren't going to get off here. It's just not going to happen. We'll throw some Earth Magic at her, I guess. Oh, 23,000 damage there. 11,000 experience, $8,000. Another level up that means nothing. And we have won. Let's head down here and talk to you. You people are insane, and I like that. I've got tons of these crazy things. Have another one. And you've received a Numinant. The etched jar's glow is soft and pulses in a secret rhythm. You are war gods! Wow! I've heard they're bringing in someone even worse than the Hermitoth to fight in here, but when? And how will you see it? I can't answer these questions. I'm literally tingling in every place. Kind of makes me a little nervous. Let's take a look at what we got, though. The Numinant. Jim will like it in here. It glows gently, like a nightlight. And it's a physical thing. So I don't want it because Jim has never really been a physical attacker. Seems like I'm handicapping myself if I make him a physical attacker, so I'm not going to do that. It does buff his attack by 250, but his magic is lowered by 200. And his magic is almost 600 higher than his physical right now. It also lowers his magic defense by 150. Just does not look good. That does not look like a thing that I want to have happen to me.